The universe isn't just out there, it's interacting with you. Claim your power by embracing the unknown. This is Tracy with Tracy Talks, and I'm here to ignite your curiosity. Don't just listen, embrace it. It's the perfect time of year for a house clearing. The Spring Equinox is this week, and it is a good time to move the energy of your home and set a new intention for the year. I don't believe you need to go buy special tools. I don't believe that you need to go find someone else's prayer of intention. All you really need is some time, a pad of paper, and a pen, and listen to your intuition. Our spaces really do feel like us. When I have gone through some really emotional times, my space picks up on that energy and those emotions. And many of us don't open the windows very often, and we don't open the doors. We don't open up our homes. And those energies get trapped inside of our spaces. This is a good exercise to do when you can open up your house and air things out. One of the first steps is to walk through every room of your home. Take your pad of paper and tune into how you feel when you enter the room. What are those initial emotions that you pick up on? Do you feel happy? Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel excited? Do you feel stimulated? Is your mind active? Do you feel sluggish? Do you feel tired? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel frustrated? It's important to allow yourself to feel how you feel. It can be easy to want to deny how we actually feel about things. When I was in a really tough spot in my marriage, and I didn't really want to see the reality of where we were at. I didn't want to see the disconnection. I didn't want to feel the disconnection. I didn't want to even look at it. And so I tried to pretend that things were okay. And now when I'm out of that situation, I realize I really want to know how it is that I truly feel. I want to let that come up within me naturally and just see it for what it is. The energy and name it. There's times where I walk into a room and it's like something feels heavy. Something brings me down. It weighs me down. I no longer try to force myself to feel something other than how I actually feel. I want to identify what that actually is and then look at it objectively. So many people get that initial hit of intuition, and then they convince themselves that they imagined that feeling, they imagined it, it's not real, it must be something else. Try to allow yourself to communicate what you actually feel and write that down on your paper. Whatever it is. And then as you move from room to room, writing down what it is that you feel, this is where your homework is going to come in. You don't need to find someone else's prayer of intention. You can set your own intention for every room of your home. How do you feel when you enter your bedroom? Do you feel relaxed and calm? Is it a place where you can relax and feel safe? Or is there something in the space that's making you anxious? When you look at every one of those rooms, Write a few sentences out. I'm letting go of all of these feelings. I'm letting go of all of these emotions. I'm clearing out this space. I'm bringing in more peace, more harmony. Bring in any elements that create a feeling of stability, create a feeling of safety. Whatever it is that you want to feel when you're in that space. Once you have your prayers of intention, then you can clear out your space. Hopefully you can do this on a day when you can open up windows. You can use things that you have around the house, but you can also buy a smudge stick. I have a singing bowl, and I will direct the sound of the singing bowl into the corners of my rooms just to move that energy out. Do you have a feather? Do you have something that you can move the energy in the corners of your home? And you can sense where energy is lingering and doesn't flow. And just swish it away. Set it free. Once you move out all of the stagnant energy, I want you to close the windows back up. I want to imagine you setting a new intention for this space, how you want to feel. Create a room that feels like you want it to feel. This process is going to be different for all types of families. An individual can really create a space and a feeling that they want. And it's a little different when you have multiple people living in the home. You have a partner or a spouse. You have kids. You have a lot of activity. This is a process that you may need to do more frequently. If you're someone that has a lot of people in the home, it may be more realistic to focus on a couple of areas of the home where you can really create a nurturing space for yourself in whatever that means. I look back to the decades of my life when there were little people everywhere, and trying to control everything all the time in the common areas was too much and overwhelming. And I always think kids do need a space where they can just be kids and not have to worry about all of the rules that we as adults think are important. But to a kid who is exploring and learning their creativity and learning how to express themselves, need a little bit of space for those kinds of play to happen. And it's really just a good idea to find a warm day, open up all of the windows, and let the air blow through. Let whatever is in your house just move on out. There doesn't always have to be a ceremony. There doesn't always have to be this big intention, and we don't have to say prayers, but just open up the windows and let things move on and wish them well. There's days where I don't really want to identify whatever that was stuck in the corner. I just want it to go. I don't have to know anything. I don't have to relive anything to reminisce on the moment. Nope, just move on. So this week I'm going to be spending some time and energy welcoming in the start of the astrological new year. And the first step to having space for something new to come in is to make space for it. Let go of something. Clear something out. That is true for physical items, and it's also true for energy. And if you want to know where somebody is emotionally and spiritually, walk into their house. You will know right where they're at because you can feel it. Our homes are just an extension of the energy of the people who live in it. Take care. Thank you for listening to this episode of Tracy Talks. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe and share with others who would enjoy listening to this podcast. Friends can find Tracy Talks available on iTunes, Spotify, Substack, and YouTube. Hit me up on Instagram and Facebook at More Tracy Talks. And until next time, we meet again.